The blaze you see burning behind me is only an exercise. This training session has been arranged to ensure that our firefighters are prepared in the event of a gas explosion.
We're putting the firefighters into a live burn situation, simulating fire involving a propane storage container that in the situation we have here, they have to suppress the fire and approach close enough to shut the gas supply off, because the only way to safely extinguish a gas fire is to remove the gas. If you put the fire out, the gas continues to burn, or the gas builds up and you can create an explosion, so we have to take the supply away.
Well, what we're doing with the fire department as part of a partnership with GIS and the fire service is that we're offering our knowledge of propane and its properties, how to fight fires and how to prevent fires, but how to address accidents and keep them from becoming catastrophic problems. We've brought trainers down to help the Cayman Islands Fire Service know how to address a tank if there is an accident and prevent something catastrophic from happening. I donated the tank, we donated the pipeline, the propane. The government right now needs the community's help.
The propane industry understands how critical safety is. Everything we do, every installation we make is focused around safety. And what we try to do is we try to partner with fire service, because as hard as we try to prevent something from happening, if it does happen, they need to be properly trained to safely, quickly, and effectively respond to it and deal with it. Propane, when it mixes with air, when it escapes from the container, or when it vaporizes at minus 44 degrees Fahrenheit. So when it's released into the air in a large quantity and goes from its liquid to its vapor state, it freezes the moisture in the air, and here in the Cayman, obviously, you have a lot of moisture in the air, so it creates ice as it's converting from a liquid to a gas.
The protective clothes that we wear, they're insulated and they resist a lot of the heat, but with this fire that we had today, with the propane fire, we still felt the heat. I guess that the suits kind of insulated a lot more. If it weren't for them, we couldn't do it. I've been a firefighter for 12 and a half years, and the training is difficult, and I don't mind that, because at the end of the day, the difficulty of the training sometimes can save your life. You learn something that you can't. Not every fire is the same thing, so that's what you learn from it every day.
They are extremely focused. They are extremely dedicated. They do not hesitate to go in and accomplish what they have set out to do. They're looking for the knowledge. They want to do better. They want to get better. And they are. They're outstanding. They're as good or better than any unit I've ever trained. But they want to get better. They're not satisfied with where they're at. They're always looking to get better. And the questions that they ask are relative to every day, what they can bring back and share with the other firefighters.
What I've learned today and every training session that we've ever done is just teamwork. The main part of any training operation is the teamwork. So once you have the teamwork, then everything tends to come a lot easier than one person doing it alone.
It's much more to fighting fire. It's much more involved than what people realize. And these men have to operate as one unit, because they have two hoses, but the hoses are intermeshed. And if for 1 second they lose that appropriate connection, the fire can come through and envelop them. So everyone has to operate as one unit, and everyone depends on everyone else in the line, because if one person goes down, then you all go down. It only comes through repetitive action, by knowing the people that are around you, by trusting the people that are around you, because you're putting everything in someone else's hands. And that's not an easy thing to do, but these guys do it every day. But you have to repeat these processes, and that's why they have to train and retrain and retrain. The primary thing is to realize that it can be done. They have the equipment, they have the training, they have the knowledge to go in and suppress that large a fire. Flame temperature of propane is 3,500 degrees, and you saw how close the men got to that temperature. And they were able to withstand it, able to shut the supply off and come back out.
This training session is a part of the Cayman Islands Fire Service's annual effort to ensure their crews are prepared to deal with any situation. It also lines up with the Cook Smart Safety First campaign, which involves the Planning Department, Fire Services, and Home Gas Limited. For more information on propane safety, call the number on your screen.